Okay, gotta test my audio as always. Make sure you all can hear me. Yes, I am actually live and you all can hear me good. All right. So I don't want to waste time. As you see, I had 3 videos that I would like to get out today just because of scheduling problems as always. But I also wanted to make sure they was up in enough time to where they wasn't like stale and old, but I really wanted to do a reading on them. So here's the first one for tonight that I'm going to be doing. It is going to be on Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez, because if you all aren't aware of the current situation that's been going on, Justin has kind of been going on a crash out. I've done 2 or 3 readings about this, and he is being a certified crash out right now. There's alleged rumors and tabloids or gossip rags and stuff like that saying that his wife is concerned for his well-being and his health and his look. Oops, I'm sorry guys. I just noticed my audio was out. I looked over like, why isn't it going up and down while I'm talking? So I'm gonna have to watch that because this happened one time before and I had to restart everything. So I'm going to recap because I don't know where exactly this cut out at for my audio. So I'm just going to recap it and make sure that it's all on here. So basically what I was saying is, to me, it's surprising that Justin comes as a Chariot, because this is somebody who is like taking a step back and reevaluating what's going on around them before they proceed forward. Selena comes up as the 9 of Coins, and this is very independent woman kind of energy to me. And that to me would not be surprising for her, because she has this rare beauty. She has been acting. She's officially engaged, or she's in this recent engagement. Things are looking up and up for her, so she is just kind of basking in this moment of happiness that she is having. And then we have the Death card in between the two, which doesn't mean an actual physical death, or it's not speaking of like some kind of omen between them of like someone is going to kind of get offed. But usually the Death card to me, especially with this being up in the upright, it's more so along the lines of like things are coming to its natural ending, to its natural progression. Like this eventually was going to come to a head and explode in the manner that it did, just basically because it feels like there's a lot of unresolved issues and things that were kind of like left on the table at the time that they broke up. And now it's just kind of like, I don't know what was said or what has transpired behind the scenes, but it just kind of feels like, to me, with this progression of cards coming up, it kind of feels like Justin feels like there is something Selena said or has done or is portraying that has ticked him off, and it's kind of like press the button for him. And again, with the Moon card coming up here, especially with it coming up in reverse, I don't think it's something we'll ever know. Even though we're in a group chat, something obviously happened with these individuals in a room together that only they understand. And I don't think it's going to come out to the public. I don't think we'll know. It'll be a lot of speculation. But I think it's definitely something between those two that they are very much aware of what was going on and what was happening. And it just, whatever she did, I feel like it's more so something from Selena. And it may not even be something she intentionally did or something she set out to do, whatever the case may be. But whatever it was, it's like set him off. And then we have the Emperor here, which is surprising to me again, because it's in the upright. I would have expected it in reverse with this kind of situation that's been going on where he's like throwing shade on Instagram, allegedly. I would have expected it to be in reverse, which is giving more so of like manipulation, abuse of power. But with it coming up in the upright, to me, what I felt, what I was kind of getting was that it's kind of like, you are the only person who know how to press my buttons. Like, it's something, you just know how to do it. You know how to get under my skin. And then we have the Ten of Cups, and this could go for either way. Both of them are looking towards the future. They're looking towards a happy ending, ready to let things go. But for whatever reason, their past relationship is something that just keeps coming up and haunting them, and it won't leave them. It just won't let them go. So that's what I was getting. I'm just going to recap that because I noticed my audio went out. So sorry about that. But let's see if I'm going to get some additional information here. Let's see what else we're going to get. And this is between Justin and Selena, you all. Okay, and Justin, the miser, stubbornness and inflexibility. That reads like a Cancer to me. Is this his opinion of her more so that I'm getting, maybe? Because I'm like, the Chariot is also in tarot. It represents Cancer, and I know she's a Cancer. The miser, stubbornness and inflexibility with the Chariot. Does he just see her as somebody who just like wallows in misery? You just love to be miserable? You love bringing people with you? I want to note all of these cards that flipped over as I was shuffling for Selena, because sometimes they give you good insights. We have the Shepherd with celebration and family. Yeah, that explains it. The Founder, foundations and community. That she really feel like she found her person. The Champion, achievement, downfall. I would say this, it feels like she really thinks she's found her person. Or at least the person she can see herself being with long term, because they kind of get her and don't judge her. Oh, look, I went to go get this one, so that's the one I'm going to read. I don't know why all of this flipped over, so we just going to put that back in there. But we have the Fate, accepting help and guidance, but it's coming up in reverse. And he sees her as inflexible and stubborn. What was the situation he tried to help her with, or he felt like he was trying to help her with, where she kind of just blew him off? Acceptance of help, guidance. Okay, what is this that flipped over? The Wise One, tradition and order. Okay, let's see. More insights on why. Ooh, and this is a card, sense of determination and certainty. Yeah, for me, it just feels like with this death and the Sentinel, it just like this was eventually going to happen. This was eventually coming. Amor, Fati, this makes me think of faith, love, like the one where, I hate to use this word because some people misinterpret it. I think there are several different soulmates you could possibly have in your life. Like, most people think, oh, soulmates, that means it's going to be something romantic. It's going to be someone I'm meant to be with for the rest of my life. But I think of soulmates in the form of exactly what it is. Your souls were tied to one another. You were meant to teach each other lessons. You were fated to cross paths. And that's kind of like what I feel about Justin and Selena. Like, y'all, they were just fated to cross paths. Like, just fated. It was just like y'all were just fated to be star-crossed lovers, or whatever the case may be. Y'all were meant to be each other's lessons, karma, whatever the case may be. Like, that just seems to keep coming up for them. And again, with this death card, it just feels like this is I just keep picturing, like, they look like a boiling pot. They look like tectonic plates. Y'all look like a pimple that's ready to pop. Like, it was going to come to this at some point. And then the underlying cards here, we have the Wise One, Tradition and Order. Then we have the Muse, Generosity and Naivete. And then we have the Air, Unseen Potential and Hesitation. So first thing that came to mind for me is that I think there, which shouldn't be surprising, I think there is people behind the scenes that have been wanting this to happen for a while. And I think it's more so like, and not to say this is true, this is alleged, this is just like a scenario I'm giving. Like, I would not be surprised if it's very much like their managers or something like that. Like, this would really help your album, your music sale. This would really keep you out there in, you know, in front of the public. This would really help with this and this and that. Like, you all really should lean into it. And I think for a while, maybe she didn't lean into it out of respect for her new relationship, or because she just didn't want to go back to that old her. Like, she's like, you know, I've healed that old Selena. I'm ready to move on. And, you know, and vice versa with Justin. Like, I don't want to do this out of respect for my wife, or, you know, why put myself into a box where I'm just going to be miserable. But they're like, no, do it. It's for the music. It's for the fame. It's for the power. It's for the wealth. It'll make great PR. And then they're just kind of like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to lean into that. I would rather move forward and move on. But now it's coming back around, as much as they fought to not make that happen. Like, I don't want that person thinking I'm thinking of them, or I'm that hung up, or I'm that desperate. And yet it's still happening one way or another. Like, you tried as hard as you could, and it still happened. It's still coming up. Okay, let's see what we get lastly. Let's see what we get. Okay, before I even could finish, obstacles is what popped out first, but let's continue and see. Change in reverse. What I will say is, I don't think this is the end of it. Sadly, I just don't think this is the end of it. I think there's going to be more, again, slight comments that's going to be made, shade being thrown. I can especially see it, you know, the closer it gets to her wedding. I can see tomato, just shade, palm trees, oasis, bliss. Like, it's just, with this change card here, it's like the what do they call that? Is that the Chinese what do they call that? The Chinese prison finger thing, you know, the toy. It's kind of like the more and more you pull and fight, the tighter the weaves come, and y'all just gonna bring each other back. I don't care how hard you try. So you might as well just get it out and move on. Okay, I had a card flip over in my hand, but it's sitting down, but it flipped up so I could see it. Rest, but I seen it was the bed. conflict, bed, change. Do I really have to draw the dots on that one? Somebody's a little upset that somebody has moved on to someone else. As much as they claim that they not, it's starting to feel that way. Oh my God, I dropped the card somewhere. Oh no, where is it? What? Oh. Oh yeah, let me hurry up and get this card. Cause this is the lover, huh? And if I'm correct, if I remember correctly, they are both water signs. I don't know what Benny Blanco's sign is, but I know Justin, or I think Justin is a Pisces, she's a Cancer. You know, man just can't stand when you move on. Just can't. And look, we have the leader coming up in reverse. Notice how they both have like this birdie looking collar. I'm gonna hold it up closer so y'all can see. I'm not just making stuff up. It's like this bird like collar. Stability. And then we also have support. Allege, just a random scenario I'm throwing out there. Do you think it could have been a thing where, like, behind the scenes, she has been like a support, some sort of support system for Justin, but now that she is kind of like, you know what, I'm tired of doing this. I can't keep sacrificing my mental health and my life for you. I'm actually going to proceed forward. And maybe because of the man that Benny is, maybe he has kind of like opened her eyes and made her realize that she can't always be at the beck and call of Justin just because she's concerned about his mental health or his mental well-being, etc., etc. He's like, no, he has a wife. Let them figure that out. And now that she has not been like his crutch, his support system, his cane in some kind of way, that's why Justin is kind of crashing out. Because that's more so what this is starting to feel like to me. Let's see here. Let's look at. Okay, let me put this timestamp in here because I will forget. We are going to do Benny and Justin here. I have to add these time codes as I go because the memory is shot. I will forget. Oh, I have two cards here. Oh, King of Swords and the Three of Swords in reverse. I'll tell you one thing, there's no love lost between these two. Or at least on Benny's side of things. Oh, and you know what? This is very insightful too. We have the Four of Wands, and it usually speaks of home. It's also seen as kind of like the marriage card, the couple card as well. But then we also have the Six of Swords, which means moving on from, turbulent waters onto smooth, calmer things. You're trying to, get out of trouble. I kind of feel like he's like, I wish y'all would just move on already. I do think he's like, I think you need to let it go, bruh. Like, move on already. Is Benny an air sign? I'm gonna have to look that up. I wonder if he's like an air sign. He's like, move on, bro. I have to see now. What is Benny Blanco's? And of course, they never pop it up like right at the top. Oh, he's a Pisces too? He comes off very chill for someone who's a Pisces. I'm surprised. Maybe that's why that gets under Justin's skin, because he, you know, he's a Pisces too. He's a sicko as well. So they just playing mind games on each other. Like, bro, I know your card. It's cool. Look, that card comes up again. But this time it's on Justin with the Knight of Swords. Ooh. The Knight of Swords and the King of Swords coming up in reverse. And why does Selena keep coming up as like, even though she's a Cancer, I don't know, maybe she got some Capricorn placements, or again, sometimes the energy will change from person to person. You know, sometimes with one friend you're bubbly and open, and the other one you're like the serious mama friend type. But it seems like she comes up as like the Queen of Pentacles in between them. This is like unresolved issues, things not working out. There's still some romance here. Queen of Wands. What? Okay, stop shuffling. Stop shuffling. What's energy between things? Jesus. Look, this clear right out. There are romantic rivals. I mean, not surprised. Not surprising. I feel like I need to shuffle again to see if that's really meant to come out. What's this? What's this? They just fell out too fast. Oh, you know what still popped up? Because they were sitting up in here, like out the, like this was sitting really out the deck and this was sitting up. Look what came back up as soon as I put it back in there. The Page of Cups and the Empress. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune coming up underneath. We also have if somebody is not ready to move on and let things go. And why would the Justice card come up? Are you finally having to face something that you did? Ooh, from the past, like the treatment. Ace of Swords, hard lesson to learn. Okay, so they are rivals when it comes to Selena. And I feel like Justin should be over this. Like, why would you still be? What is it about Selena that just irks you to where you still have to feel like you have to be involved? You still have to say something. And I'm sorry, to me it just kind of feels like Benny has the upper hand in this. Like, and it feels more so along the lines of like emotional maturity more so. It's like, it just feels kind of like Benny is sunning Justin, like in the most subtle way, like only in a way that Justin can understand. Or maybe he don't understand. Allegedly, this is just, it just kind of feels like he know how to hit buttons too. Okay. Does he feel like Benny is two-faced? He's like, that's probably why y'all make a good couple. Y'all two-faced together. Y'all look like y'all angelic on the outside, but y'all really are just like horrible on the inside. Like, y'all really do match each other. And again, it's like this push and pull with him. I'm not ready to move on. I'm still stuck in whatever this space is that I have with her. Even though he has the Six of Swords here, and you have the Knight of Swords, which is like the fastest moving knight. It's somebody who is, you know, usually represents like intellect, your thought, communication. And again, it usually can represent air signs, you know, your Libras, your Aquariuses, and your, I'm forgetting the other one. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. How I forget Gemini. That's coming up here. So, and with the King of Swords coming up in reverse, this is somebody who very much knows that they can control a narrative, or like they have the upper hand. They can be very verbally quick. They can cut, you know, their words can cut like a knife. This coming up here. So with the Knight of Swords, there is something, they got a side group chat. Oh, okay. Thank you. There I go, my butterfingers about to drop everything. We have the enchant, deception, and trickery. And then we have the guide, inheritance, correction. I have to remember, this is how they feel about the other. So does he feel... So again, I was pulling this for Benny's energy towards Justin. So maybe does he feel like he's more of the deceptive party? That he's the one that a lot of people just seem to be kind of like going easy on because of whatever's going on in his life. And it's like, no, but you started it. You've been doing this. Like, you are usually the instigator, the initiator of this. And I'm going to put a stop to it. I'm going to change this up. And he wants Benny to get out of the way. Like, dude, this ain't got nothing to do with you. I beg to differ, but allegedly, I wonder if Justin is just kind of like, get out the way. This ain't got nothing to do with you. You're cock blocking right now. Ooh, rebellion. You know what just came to mind too, and I know this says witch, and it's a little just too on the nose, but you know that song, I Cast a Spell on You? It's like what's it, Armstrong, I think, that sang the song originally? I Put a Spell on You. Again, this just keeps reading like faded, star-crossed lovers energy. Like, this was just fated to happen. Divine timing and evaluation. It was just meant to be. This, what is it with all the discovery, instant investigation energy? What is this? Tradition, order. The tradition order card is of interest to me just because the justice card was underneath as well. What is who is like being called in? It's called to task on something. They want people to realize and see something. I think it's kind of like they want people to recognize and see someone for who they truly are. It's almost giving like Ryan Gosling and what's his name? Justin Baldoni energy. What's up with y'all Justins? Justin Baldoni, Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber. What's up with y'all Justin? It's just not y'all year, is it? Yeah, look, it's something that they want out exposed to the front. Overcoming slights, a choice. I think a part of me really wants to say, I feel like a part of me is saying Justin needs to be careful because there may be more that Benny is aware of, or just he may not know, but intuitively he understands or can just connect the dot. And I think he just needs to tread carefully. I don't know what that is, but I feel like that's just something that's coming up here. Okay, last little pull, and then I'm going to take a break before I do this next reading, so I can set up for that one. Delays on money. It is a 5 of coins. Okay, and then we have the stranger coming up in reverse. And worries. So worries. Why would those be the underlying cards? Delay or worries about some kind of money or opportunity. The stranger really makes me feel, I'm so sorry, Haley. I do not mean to deliver any stranger way, but I'm just relaying what I'm getting intuitively. I just really feel like the stranger is Haley. And again, I don't know if she is an air sign, because again, spades usually relate to air in tarot, but this just, I don't, for some reason I just feel like this is her. Delays and worries when it comes to her. I don't. Oh, wait, and look at the underlying cards here. We have family, we have home, and then the friends. And it is the Queen of Hearts, and the Queen of Hearts is usually cups, water signs, you know, your Pisces, Cancers, your Scorpios. Success. Ooh, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I have to, because I don't have money. I'm not trying to be sued. What I will say is, you have the family card. Delays, worries, success. I was saying, Haley, the family card come up. The home card comes up in reverse. And then we have the friend. Somebody's dealing with a water sign. Success. Oh, and the other card up under here is disingenuity. Haley, yeah, you need to. People have been saying it, and it used to be a joke, but now I don't think it's a joke. I think you really need to be concerned. I'm gonna need to hold your hands as I say this, Haley. And I'm pretty sure you have been aware for a while now. You just didn't want to hear it. I don't think he's that into you. I just don't. I just don't. And something that's coming to mind is something my grandmother used to say, of like, you never want to be the cleanup woman, or you know, the what they call it, the second woman who come in and kind of heal them after they didn't went through a heartbreak, because now he's just settling, and there's still a lot of other stuff that needs to be happening. I feel like you done forced some stuff in this situation that you didn't need to, and now you kind of like getting your comeuppance. You both kind of are, but it just kind of feels like, oh, I'm the way my candle flickering, I think I'm on to something. It just kind of feels like you shouldn't have been trying to rush in to try to make this relationship work, because now you're the woman he settled for and not the woman he really wanted, and you should have just respectfully, allegedly. That's all I'm gonna say. Yep. Let me know what you all think down in the comment section below. I don't think we're surprised if somebody who has been watching this drama unfold for like the past 10 years. I don't think you're surprised of where this is, how this is unfolding and where it's going. But yeah, I wish you luck, Haley. I think out of everyone in this, I kind of want to say I feel the saddest for her, because whether she buried her head in the sand knowingly or unknowingly, or whatever the case may be, or you just really loved his dirty draws, I don't know. Heart goes out to you, Selena. Hopefully you are making the right choice and what's going to be best for your long-term happiness, because you know, love at the end of the day cannot fuel it. You know, it does not keep your belly full. It does not keep you mindful. It does not always make you happy. So hopefully you are picking the right partner that is, you know, all of that for you. And it looks like Benny is that for you right now. He, you know, because energies change. Seems like he's everything you need right now. Justin, I hope you get some help, because there are a lot of like triggers that seem to be setting off for you right now. It's a lot of 5 alarm bells going off, and you need to put some of that out. You need to douse some of these fires. And then Benny, you know, it's, to me, from what I'm getting out of this, just keep doing what you're doing. I don't know, you kind of come up like sneaky energy to me, but hey, you treating your girl right, as long as you're doing right by people. You know, some will argue that Justin deserves this. I don't know. Get me out the group chat. But yeah, that's what I'm getting in this reading. Let me know what you all think down in the comment section below. And make sure to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can see the next time I upload. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.